The presidents of the United States often have unique personalities, quirks, and hidden habits that shape how they lead and engage with others. Over the years, many have been known for their eccentricities, preferences, and secretive routines. Here's a detailed look at some of the most interesting presidential quirks and hidden habits. George Washington, reluctant leader and the importance of silence. Quirk George Washington, though revered for his leadership, was a man of few words. He often preferred silence, especially during meetings, which made him appear aloof. He was also known for being reserved in public and very meticulous in his personal conduct. Hidden habit: Washington took long walks every day to maintain his physical and mental well-being. He was also a strict planner and kept detailed records of his daily activities. Thomas Jefferson, sleep and late-night writing. Quirk. Jefferson had an unusual sleeping schedule. He would often stay awake until 2 a.m., writing and reading in his study. His nights were spent absorbing information, and he even wrote a new draft of the Declaration of Independence well into the night. Hidden habit: Jefferson was obsessed with knowledge. He amassed a vast personal library of over 6,000 books. He believed deeply in the power of self-education. Abraham Lincoln, a lover of humor. Quirk. Lincoln had a reputation for enjoying humor and telling jokes, even during the most serious moments of his presidency. He often used humor to diffuse tension in difficult situations. Hidden habit. Lincoln was an avid reader. He would read books in his spare time, particularly enjoying Shakespeare and works of history. Theodore Roosevelt, a rough-and-tumble personality. Roosevelt was known for his high-energy personality. He believed in living a vigorous life and was a fan of physical activities like boxing, hiking, and even wrestling. He brought a sense of energy and zest to the White House that was unparalleled. Roosevelt had a fascination with exploring the natural world. He spent long periods on safaris in Africa, and later as a soldier during the Spanish-American War. Roosevelt, a desire for privacy. FDR was very secretive about his personal life. While he often presented a polished public image, he maintained a complex and private life. He also famously used a wheelchair due to polio, which he hid from the public for most of his presidency. FDR had a penchant for writing long personal letters and corresponded frequently with world leaders. He also had an obsession with stamp collecting, which served as a therapeutic outlet for him. Kennedy charm and physical therapy. JFK was known for his charisma and charm, often using his magnetic personality to influence both allies and adversaries. Despite his polished public image, he struggled with numerous health issues. Kennedy suffered from chronic pain due to adrenal insufficiency and had frequent back problems. He secretly underwent physical therapy and used painkillers to cope, though this was not widely known at the time. Richard Nixon, obsession with control. Nixon had a tendency to obsess over control and secrecy. His deep distrust of others, particularly within his own administration, led to some of the most famous controversies in US history. Nixon was a late-night worker. He often stayed in the Oval Office long past midnight, making decisions and strategizing. He also had a fondness for recording conversations in the Oval Office, which would later lead to the famous Watergate scandal. Jimmy Carter, strong belief in work ethic. Carter was known for his modest lifestyle and work ethic. Despite the stresses of the presidency, he had a strong commitment to physical fitness and worked long hours. Carter was an avid woodworker, using his skills as a way to relax and escape from the pressures of the office. He would often carve and build furniture, which helped him decompress. Ronald Reagan, communicating through acting. Reagan was known for his acting background and often used his skills to communicate more effectively. He was very good at delivering speeches and connecting emotionally with the American people. Reagan had a habit of keeping a daily journal where he would document his thoughts and reflections. He was also known for having a very close relationship with his wife, Nancy Reagan, who frequently advised him. Bill Clinton, charisma and policy writing. Clinton was often seen as extremely charming and personable. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life was a defining characteristic of his presidency. He was also known for his youthful energy and love of playing the saxophone on television. But here's something you might not know. Clinton was a policy wonk who spent many late nights writing speeches and reading policy papers. He was obsessed with detail and often enjoyed tackling complex issues himself, especially during policy meetings. Bush, a love for painting. George W. Bush's presidency was marked by a unique blend of solemnity and humor. He was often viewed as a down-to-earth and approachable figure. Bush loved humor and even delivered humorous speeches and monologues. After leaving the White House, George W. Bush discovered painting as a hobby. He took up portraiture and even painted portraits of his family and world leaders. Barack Obama, a devoted reader. Obama was known for his eloquence and oratory skills, often engaging in deep discussions about culture, history, and social issues. He was an avid reader and enjoyed books on a wide range of topics. Obama loved to play basketball and used it as a way to clear his mind. It was a form of exercise and a social activity for him throughout his presidency. He also had a habit of writing letters to friends and family. Donald Trump, a social media enthusiast. Trump was known for his unconventional and bold approach to leadership. His frequent use of Twitter became a hallmark of his presidency, often leading to significant public and political reactions. Trump had a deep interest in television, particularly news shows. His daily routine often included watching TV, including the morning news, and keeping up with the latest developments on his favorite networks. Joe Biden, a love for ice cream. President Biden is known for his affection for ice cream, particularly chocolate chip. He often mentions his love for ice cream in speeches and even takes regular trips to local ice cream parlors. Biden is known for his extensive handshakes and hugs, often engaging warmly with people he meets, which helps foster a sense of personal connection with the public.